Well, I know that September the Tosso Journey, the trader upon a good passage, and so actually welcome to Agradaa, a basso Yawada, you may be a brand on Kula Abokopim said no do about subjecting the party's manifestos to critical scrutiny and which is which is on social contraja when the Ghana for a tuaba and the Ghana this year no maybe that the say they do so now say the only kind of pepe and one and I say one church here kakra uncle bono I don't know you may do one say bruma but of course for discussion probably before the 8th of October the Patriotic Party Super Lunch the discussion will continuously be on this manifesto to this changing lives, transforming Ghana and no nkomo ana ibedine and the ministry of crowd and as usual now know that me chese that say the obejumede say you make sure say nkomo bi obedi wa bia no ye kokko he ni sibre and your friend fact checker no ye be ko na no nkomo e course so am say ya no ye ba ban tutu am say no we a e to si no we a na ye ko na me kwa so no ye tie the course ye ba na fe mpefo atnase e da na diwia na fe ya share nkomo na sin nkomo no basically it's on this one changing lives, transforming Ghana. Yakwaba.
1893, during the 19th century, and Ghana, it became or many onshore. How was this Kofazim? One person demonstration this strike across no may 2008 2009 up to this point NDC government. Nurses I mean no work I say in kwada nursing for as I say woman we school nke pay adwuma de mum omo bank na ha omo so mo beda president aboboa no e wo flash staff house esa botia sika say na mo so ma spend wo check here billion 1 billion
2014
2014 1 billion yeah. Yet would they come more nippon can be pretty
ababia beba obaba ye bibi answer obi frisono nyo bosho de ma amanfo enyi ni nyina enu betumi edu between always omo access free health care to about 9 million.
No, on a scale of 1 to 10, performance of health insurance in the
oh, currently, make me say we are over 70% efficient.
God of mercy. I want to tell you, child.
Yes. It's about 70% or more health insurance. So no, be cry. The more premium no, about 30%. Over them.
Here the fact checker na abro e chose ko obi bedu abiano you see a tree near sako nyakore ni sibro de no kre etosin na de nam kwan so na anyway Yasaka campaign coordinator for the ruling National Democratic Congress, who doubles as the national organizer for the NDC. Here Kofi Adom so atenase. Kofi, good evening. Appoint to say good. So now you enough for Benjamin and so I want him say good evening, Jesse Biakama. Good. Kofi, quickly, original, so this is what I have here. NDC, Changing Life, Transforming Ghana. Just on this one, Hassan Yako details. Why the choice of this? Because move free better Ghana, advancing the better Ghana. Now you drop this one, Changing Lives, Transforming Ghana. Adentia.
Sure, because we know foundational issues. Says here, baby, you drew the levels of transformation and changing lives. Yaka there, you know. I feel you drew points are able to me yensa ECC inyama biso. I do the same ya yeno at the den insesa at the aba nipa na brabum. And the answer say ya by you basi no so akoso aye transformational growth. Transformational growth no ultimately no ebema ubia na brabo aye den asesa. Because ubia na onyansu enum na osuya galon ko ran enewo ko sambie na uhu sa intervention obi na onya school dan papa entna ene onya school dan papa etna obi ne kwan enye no bebre na no omo kwan no yeye ni yie ebi we found to the airport no osofo presby moderator former one also yen airport today kurasi airport in at least upiewa unkade kutuka international airport no kurasi airport yes ade fofo kura abeka ho enti inyama bebre ya ama nipa na brabo bibia oye no se wo obi a otukwan bebre ya wa brabo asesa se wo obi a inso na ehim wa brabo asesa se wo obi a wo manu school ko na ya bia ehim titru omo school ko abrabo na ye den asesa se we obi a we jedini we jedifo markets be na ye den asesa. So we have been able to transform and we have been able to change lives and to capture vividly in that manifesto. Now basically no inyama ye beye no wahano ye de ko ewie and we can completely say that we have changed lives and we have transformed Ghana. And anything this year manifesto no there yet to needing changing lives, transforming Ghana.
All right. Clearly, you support this one. It has some requirements, and I could probably the details of it. Say yes, sir, bravo. Me as say my Ghana. Diego so you on such a necessary brain man, sir.
You are my name, that's me, chair. What you for no matter now. Well, change there. Say positive change or and a negative changes or. Say be a first no. Na on until 9 minutes so. Not through a conscious nasa as in binti. Onaba kutwa and I mean nature. So life has been transformed. And
not in a positive way,
but into a negative way. But also a transformation. So it is almost say they are changing lives and then transforming the Ghana as the other way around that. But as to say transformation, a positive, and that changes a positive. That is where the question is. And I strongly believe say if anything at all changing a negative effect not bread amount for.
Why do you cite this? Because when they have it clearly that there are 4 thematic areas: putting people first, building a strong economy for job creation, expanding infrastructure for accelerated development, and advancing transparent and accountable governance. Over a 9 mako and 9 year ejina. How do you say such a reflective year rather than is a negative change?
Now, thematic areas 4. If anything at all, the third one, infrastructure
expanding infrastructure for accelerated development.
And that is only the apart from that no other three what is someone can be on
advancing transparent and accountable government, and then building a strong economy.
What is someone can wasem you have to class that is what can you say me okay that was infrastructure one be kind and that's all they've been saying all this while if anything at all you grant to say impo say impo mo ya de on 1/4 that is failure. Out of the 4 thematic areas now or more the buyer or more one pair and fee say or more fee say or more who did it. Even say grant almost our one grandpa and carry 25% failure. So but even that one crown see a code details are we say even there crown or going to be anya pass mark
in terms of
infrastructure no who did it. Because we have the contour of resources are bars and come to build infrastructure. No infrastructure or my building now. I mean, nobody will clap for them.
Scanway.
How can I see this?
We don't need quantum, so where's the money? What's the difference? Balance that kind of way.
They're supposed to come and account for it.
But you are saying, sir,
yes, but at least, among you, say, I am about 104 billion. Now, capital expenditure is about 7 billion or thereabout. It means a balance be home. So, let me check. It will, and as we near Bria, what ban also say yes, 20 million Adimamia, 20 million, who phone in here, who book near, who a year, Yakabuma, is 20 million. So, let me check. And to so best are there. It means a shed your wire. Nami means a new 20 million Amidimana. Also, to be just a
okay, but Kofi NPP seems to have this challenge. Say, even with your thematic areas, I say they will tout to them more relating to infrastructure. And again, even with infrastructure, no question marks. Look at what you have done.
Maybe the last one now the first. Not my time. Now we are one after the other. Because now. You to my launch your manifesto because you need your message. You train Emma Ade be sanko for no. Na yi and to my day, the catcher and to man no color. Abra dia san ubia unhu ni ye. Ye di kan yi and to my pie ntem. Amobia be hu color no. Say ye green a ubemu de ye green. Say ye blue a ubemu de ye blue. Say ye fita ubemu de ye fita. Say ye koko ubemu de ye koko. Ubi a wire na jinde obedi ntro. Ena ochwema adesan na colors no uhu ni yi a na we yi ni tuma de ka kire me color no na uhu na so ode daadawo. Eni ntie na omu tumi mfa mu manifesto kura emfa pie. Omu twen mmemika kakra na omu yi omu manifesto a na omu de daada nkrofo. But omahin ma minka kire de na ye wa aban bi ansana NPP ebedi ade from 1993 to the year 2001 6th of January na NDC aban wo ho sika dudu a NDC aban nsakan ye no in terms of revenues net taxes na yenim edudo no sa sika no bi ye DC ho regional hospital ye DC regional hospital was Sunyani yes regional hospital ewo Cape Coast. Indeed, you expanding the University of Development Studies, Tamale in the Upper East and also Upper West. Yeah, polytechnics, all polytechnics, Ghana, Nina, Akwan, Abuaze thermal plant, I say, with all this small money in Sakai, close to just about 3.something billion. MPP for buyer from 2001 to 2009. Sika Sakai, about 5 times near NDC, buyer not Otiswan San or Mobano or Sakai. Minya, Maminkancho, or 1 single regional hospital. And thank the stock of regional hospitals.
Expansions in Yajuma. Expansions in Yajuma.
Expansion wa hifa. One regional hospital and thank
that's why we so many expansions.
Mr. Now say me mambo expansion. Also expansion they bring within that period no. Mr. New hospital bia and thank the stock of hospitals. Omo isi any new university and farm maker the stock of universities. Omo promise the omo be polytechnics in every district. Omo amfa even one and farm maker the stock of polytechnics are yewo. Omo promise the omo be all the zongo buildings, omo be CCC high rise buildings for how to replace those ones. Omo amfa bi anka. Nanso sika omo saka aye na edo so sen sika President Rawlings na saka aye. Enti se ene omo ye argument about sika obi saka ya, there is already an evidence to show that time omo be di ade a omo saka sika more than President Rawlings krano omo amfa yen foko. Nia omo ye no endru even quarter of nia NDC before no edi sika ketua ade ye. Enti se ene omo advance that form of argument no kwen na ye wo no de Uma MPP 10 times sika President Mahama any late President Mills or Monsaka or Modi Njuma Kesia Kesia yina yedi yeniwe hunu wo the MPP wo the 10 times of that amount the mahona ejuma ebe pie no ebe less than half of the EP nia yenyaye because evidence and that all clear that nia
so they have good money but omo fanye juma
bia. So we compare the record no da ho omunya sika saying President Rawlings na so ejuma
hated economy and very bad
ejuma President Rawlings ye na odini sika ye no omuba ye sika omo saka ye no omuntuma ye even quarter of that. And I'm happy that in the omujitum the ye ejuma bebre because ye saka it means ye more than them. Ye nyaska more than them. And a more than them. And which the NDC abano, the BIA use on my sika judiciously. Now, so though or more breast or monya sika same President Rawlings, in Juma or Mubaya yeno, and so near President Rawlings or the sika kitua or the year. I feel my ember thematic areas on putting people first. Say, Abanya Najunde or the Nipa and or the DNA, which you are spreading development irrespective of the Bianipanwo.
And not just by word.
And not just by word. Of course.
That's what I'm asking.
And not just by word. And not just by word.
I'm putting people first.
Yes. When you say, oh, and I need pay, men penasem, and I need pay, on your say, mammy, me, ye be being from mano. You put people first and you do what they need. And when you so qua, when him there, yes, in so any equine life. Water is life. So when you so qua, you don't even discriminate. That oh, and I have on they don't vote for me, or moon to mommy, or moon yes, and to me fans.
By National Development Party be another bar. Baba Kase or Adom any party be before because there's a focus.
Before our President Rawlings be the idea. Mayor won't for you her or mobile or mujin there. Akoso Mokani and some fata they had to be some part of the country. They don't deserve it, they don't need it. They won't for you or NDC abamba ya long day alternative international airport. No. Ewo Tamalino Mufil there or some fata airport. You won't for you NDC abamba ya or Najin there or Korea University ewo Eastern region. The campus go echo Somanya area. Now you're the closer to our front plains, you know. MP also a honor moon deserve it. Nankayemfa University in Mfanko or no area. These are the thinking of the people. We put people first. It doesn't matter what you are. That is why you're being so quiet, now you're the eco. Say schools na you're the eco, now you're the eco. Say acquire na yeah. So we always make sure that the people are put first. Then building a resilient and strong economy. You see, it's a way economy, or you're just dependent on all imports. Bibia we use no many monokra and a whatever. We bibia anywhere one casa with me and waha we use no wahano, and now economy no, bibia ebre. We see the bia ebre and nothing about the scene in order there. One, me two and the mopa ebema yen economy no enya hoden economy no are resilient and strong and yenye den yen sha se de bibia ye was some advantage no into na mo wo ho the Commander Sugar Factory AP no enye just by chance keke na AP out of methodic thinking there esichire Ghana you dey esichire pa close to several millions of dollars na you spend in importing sugar. Abra yen yebi. President Mahama said there be Sadia no enye. So even at the foundation stage of the country, you took me a sugar factory. Are possible there? You took me the sugar factory.
But it has come with controversies.
Oh, but would you want to worry yourself about near Becker? So you see, many workers say the Commander Sugar Factory is life. And no crown, you be this water because almost for Ghana to be self-sufficient in sugar production, or the Commander Sugar Factory type, at least 4 of Commander Sugar Factory. That's for us. There, you between me in your situation, you didn't know how there in your Commander Sugar Factory. One,
so
two,
on this call, if Nana talks about one village, one district, I am not saying that
one village, one district. You see that you are confused because I don't know one village, one district.
Yeah, a district to a factory. Sorry, a district to a factory.
But the factory banner, listen, the constituency factory banner and another year. One can say a factory and another year or no constituency. Now one can say a factory.
But equally recommend is say monitoring related to
one can say a factory na another or by year or a Jessican factory banner or banner. Na factory now obey no ho no be ko sahi. You see when you don't just promise no no my just wrap that on the second one. I've putting people's first. I've talked about what a resilient and strong more examples of many things are energy, investment in energy. To make sure that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Shase making sure that we are self-sufficient in energy. And various companies buy be and President Mahama said there be hydro no says here nya dia reliable and when my young focus na making sure the thermal generation with this mix no kra no say hydro bia nya djuma thermal nko amotuma then amaye kania every factory bia ye na join the oba be establish wa hano ebenya kania odi betu anamo and we are investing in that area then that dovetails into infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
Just what can we remember just about 2 minutes? No, quickly. I'm sure it's what putting people first, making sure they have a strong and resilient economy. These 2 areas were captured clearly. An admission that no person coming to me and common they've really put a lot of things in order.
The Nyamiasi say, if you are seeing now, you miss a demesha impromptu. Nenye ubiya no keke, no debba be never be say me buy no my tumpon my ye me better than you. So the mission. It is a couple boxing. Now me what they charm me 2 blues I can see me na me say. Judges need the results ne buy. Me 30 points, when you 15 points. Still, would have no say, now bomb yam now to a packet now, ye say. Even a million this for you. After 19 years rule of their PNDC, NDC, and no ferry, and they're talking about resources, of course, administration home. Omjao may hipic, of my dicka bubro, intimation. Sansabra. Say your money in the park. Let's think of boss Sansabra. So, HIPIC economy growing at 3.7. And you're afraid after 19 years, 11 years, 11 years, a military rule. Mukas yenda ni ada. Mukas o me so ya sorry. As a more dream be vision papa bia. That was the time I think I'm going to be turning or many fortunes around. Mo connect kabu mind to me hwe no. Ti se ko hinse ni bi. To me hwe wo ma, to me tu am fees, to me nya hwe, obi am che obi bia, to me ni dina. Wa hwe ho akore wo ma. That is the kind of economy. And this for the jai. But I'm sad dream pa. Any dear, a beso moon muntino. economy has grown at 3.7%. Kakra, consistently. You grew economy now within 8 years. Your economy grew at 9.1. After the current rebasing and everything, it grew at 9.1% without oil. When you refocus operations of GNPC, and when you jam oil. Oil in the crown, you call parliament, no, Monsieur Yadungo. You the baby di amount for Huagro. And then oil scanner, Mudia de Mope, would be a bars branding. So, growing economy at 9.1%. Then they sit here and talk about say, and now where is the regional hospital? One you see.
Is that true?
For heaven's sake, Ghana, you have 10 regions.
Is that true?
It is all banner confirm not just Kumasi. You don't go building another regional hospital. Kumasi. But it's common sense. You expand you expand. It's equally good. So expand the structure.
So your vision was to expand, not to put up new facilities.
That is a new facility, not to sell the build another one.
Once we have confirmed,
expand. That would be sad about expansion. Say I'm who's an more fact checks. Moko come for nothing. Moko kulubunko. Moko existing regional hospitals.
All the regional hospitals, there were expansion projects on.
In terms of Moko checking,
that means Momo focus was to expand
Once
facilities.
there is a regional hospital, a Kufu affordable housing in our care. It's because of such weak thinking. Governance is a process. I twice buying twice. Tikamu buy na ya start affordable housing. I buy the train, mobile house about twice. Instead of saying about twice. Because of this their thinking.
Deputy Minister
because of this their thinking.
Deputy Minister
could be STS Fuchi. So we must start a new AU all together. While about 5,000 or so near the Mexica. In
that case, no tracking contractors too. No much. No and the party
then that is where their incompetence come in. That is where their incompetence come in. Say true. Said your can. They have all the state machinery at their disposal. Na funny say contractor biaje or Mexica. And na jume diamond so on year. What are they doing about that contractor? And I say what are they doing about the minister crow? How they are buying Sikano, a mass contractor now.
Okay, you have a corner I could try one by about quickly. Adams.
Actually,
I know. Yabajibe na Kofi Adams is the most retro. And we have the two thematic areas to deal with. Unfortunately, also I can't say so near Casa, Yabajatum, but Yakwaba quickly about a trunk commotion. So Yasaba, a few minutes time we wrap up on Agradaa on a deputy multi-teams national coordinator, campaign coordinator, 2016 election NDC Kofi Adams, Benjamin Aye, the man from Zwakovi. Quick ones. You've heard him giving you probably a
like what area we have fact checks, and the easy thing to go and check whether or minor more declare. Marco declare epic or more than make sika ebeka wonsem any sika ebeka obininsem for that period. And I had the analysis. It doesn't matter. Kabasa uko jina bonting. Sorry, omahini. Uko jina bonting. Na ukade oh me papa anja mi sika bia papa anja mi sika bia na ya the 100 CD. Edi share onsa na u papa u bomu de rode u papa mi nja u sika bia na so u papa sika na nsa kan ye no ni na e wo na bra be no mi na we nja u bi no na ye 10 cd na so u papa no 10 cd no otumi di ye bibi papa na 100 cd na ye de ma wo no
ntimfa hwe
ontuma hwa nya hwe a o mba mbegina nka de because u papa nja u kaprenti even 100 cedi na ye de ma on anything na one fine yehwe that we expect that say papa the 10 cedi ye bibi papa and the 100 cedi na ye de ma no or there we to be the bibi papa and say na wa beka there obi to me here bibi papa sen because on 150 cedi
So the person
now onenya now some somebody boss we near at least maybe omo promise housing no ka yebelu dey omo deliver bibi e wo ho omo sabi
who structures in your case 200 schools must at various completion stages but also with their housing system at various completion stages.
Not a single housing unit was ever completed.
It was not, but various stages.
Yeah, but it
was not, but various stages.
In there, those housing units now, no proper funding was arranged for them. No? Yama through Senate arrangement, any state housing corporation, Fofo soa essential you Emma there is occupation like President Rawlings Sakumono housing any adenta housing now who there within that period you are dying Emma Kofoko Tenemu that is investment the masu na NDC abanfo for somebody why share housing unit I say Emma we for occupation
we share resilient economy. Resilient to meet resilient
for him.
Also check the figures.
Look, figures for him.
Check the figures.
You see, we always told that a option.
You decide to deal in figures. Somebody decide to deal in infrastructure.
The American.
You don't care about figures, Kofi.
A option. Every time there are economic options, decision options were for you to choose. Many workers say almost going for an IMF program, expanded credit facility program, according to them, wrong. The master and I say you the HIPIC now mukoyen, wrong. Na papa. So all those things are programs, the Betty Hood institutions. What you choose, what you see, you could choose to stay without HIPIC, and just like Omokan. We could choose to stay without the extended credit facility, no ECF, no. The master stated there, you could have chosen to work without that option because long before Amubebano, that option no work. Be that as me, no wako. Now so sasi keni na no from me yeshi. Yen ene, itumi di yensa. Isi ya kuku doka de ya ye the madi, edaho. All about economic measurement. They need economic person. So on yes, we could pardon him there or Kasasana. So economic person so now maybe we calculate there. Policy team member be a copy or good evening Ghana. Now no need ye be a no or no so ye be. You don't just speak end-to-end growth. Growth no. You strike average over a period. Over the entire period of MPP, now we are the average of economic growth to do a proper analysis, like weather. Weather, weather, no, time to time changes of this temperature, rainfall readings, and those things, and weather. It be anota weather no betuma cloudy, by Iviana aye sunny. By Numena weather necessary. Climate the weather readings over a long period. Emma it will determine your friend of climate. The master now in the economic growth system. You take growths over a period. What are there? Now what strike average now we the performance over a period. Over the 8 years of MPP. Now we strike average of growth a 5.8. Over the same period of NDC, now we strike average a 7.3. Now there, we are winning 5.8. Now you call you need to 7.3. We be there. We are there senior. The same thing that they talk in the year 2007. 7 years after Matna Ben. Agriculture engineer fibia agric engineer minus 7 years and now you call minus you call ichi by over 1.3% minus one you call ichi 7 years and no NDC na yijaya won ya 2007 economic system emma agric enemy negative look at the weather condition obia nim there Ghana's agriculture no hugely dependent on rainfall. Afina yetu na mopa to do dams akese enye dugout omono na ma omoka omo se dam no dugout na omoka omo se dam eno ye mfa nye agric ema ye ka damming dams eno ena ye yetu hu anamo ye to make sure that happens no where the drought akoso at the levels of Akosombo Dam and the measure of drought ye facing. Now so agric continue to grow positively. A chair with them, abino take the right decision or ye be papa. That is why the negative growths are in one time. They are reducing the importation of rice. The amount of more yekra.
But agriculture coffee problem negative by 0.04.
0.04.
But that was what was read to us in Parliament. Member Parliament.
I mean, control.
In the budget statement.
The budget statement that was read for 2016 was read in November of 2015. Now, reading the budget in November of 2015, now we know the full figures for that year. We rely on only the first 2 quarters. The first 2 quarters figures, Emma, would the year the budget.
Okay, so as we speak for growth in agriculture,
for 2015 was about 2.25, and 0.45 now. The actual, because after you have done your estimates in November for the preceding year, for the succeeding year, within the succeeding year, we all the figures for the preceding year, not one month, the actuals. But for political convenience, even though finance minister Sanko back to parliament are presenting the actual figures, one more Munsaka all the growth, Omugusu Koti, the estimated figure, the presented budget in November of the previous year for the succeeding year. But Kaba, moving, sorry, I know because many interview Kaba Beka listen. Also, omuye expansion enti hospital wo ho a wo nya expansion biom. At least na yenimide awon kosi foforo. Okay. Enti yedenti na monsi hospital for Upper West and Upper East. Because no mo ni regional hospital. Edenti na monye ma wo. Enti wo ko expand bia na wo jai regions na mo ni bi no. Wankwan untu wan na mo bia anya ho bibia. Na expansion na oka no omu expansion no wahi kolebu ochina nsuma nkofo no mu nkofo kolebu even no mu expansion again department no mu de be count. As for equipment support needed from time to time no eno ekoso department be no mu de be count kolebu department be no mu de be count the regional hospitals are department be no mu de be count listen so or kind of expansion keke or car expansion again no more expansion be no more like the way I move the ball hospitals
any idea what say mo kokko for no
tie maybe be no physical infrastructure we call reach hospital na hu there ya here bibi wo ho we call police hospital physically we call dodo we call Legon hospital Uko wa hospital alright. Uko Famina hospital alright. Uko Afeya because we physical on can expansion be na omoye because omoye expanding expansion on can
teaching hospital center.
Omani, great minds always talk about ideas. Average minds talk about events. Oh, a dime with there be you say oh nife courage kokore dime ba ku be si ko you know ko a pain be a diaba. That's what average minds do. I won't talk about little minds that talk about people. Great minds, they talk about ideas. So when you meet these people now, they talk about where pen are there, where daba could be here. That is average thinking.
But in the average
That is average thinking.
In the average thinking, it's coming across as if they are pushing an agenda.
They're pushing what? It's only people of average mind that will buy into it. So let me check.
Their own construction.
Look, Amambuo, to say the okay, auto pen, auto paper, auto roto, you are near Kabum. So economy will grow at this rate. And I'm a we are. Exactly. There been figures no eka about the about some of my yina. The woman see so my yina. Okay, kabumwa. There no figures no eka. They are growing this economy. They are struggling to grow this economy by 3.5%.
It's expanding, and then
after all this, I will go waste my time. Say penny we because you miss a kicking in our boom. Near Castle, we see 20 schools, we see 1,000 days, we see saying nan, ye kabumwa, a BCC. They are growing this economy at 3.5%. Economy are grown at a 9.1 with that oil. Yet the oil are becoming more grown at 3.5%. Here no okay be say we need to be economic students and as it be sir. Now I am now be as it will be a good TAB. None to crime mystery. Exactly be on the lighter side. Or testing me because say kwesi kra woni ma de kwesi say hwe mi ma de chan I say woni ma de chan me 4+3 say akwa say 4+3 nye 5 ojo say anem nim say woni ono was wa be no Agradaa say 4+3 5 no say na me ka say na me ka say woni
that's what
he's doing here. That started a economic growth for patterns chart I draw to she said there's progression consistency we say yes tracking average from which period to which period and yet the say I didn't grow by this or by that from which period to which period and I'm sure say consistently no so the papa analogy no say the papa 10 cedis now we say we now here now we did meanwhile, only about 100 cities are going to be fine. And I make sure say, your best economy na grow at 3.7%. No, 10 cities no. Your budget no. And 1 year, your economy at 9.1%.
Okay, so times are.
What does that tell you?
Times are winning with.
That should tell you straight away. Say, 100 cities in the panel. What they are yet no man so work kesi. Even the great minds, no, we'll be talking about the global picture. I see. It didn't happen to any jaw. Now what's up with yourself? You can't see in our account. Tama or your pay boom. So, all economy growth no a jump of 14%. You be share the master, the boss as in Sano. At 14 now, but down to 3.something%.
And the NDC is a DA more than this. President Mahama. And I'm saying that the NDC and the President Mahama is a DA more than this.
I was saying you're far better than this. Or now you tell them, it is say, oh papa, the papa knowledge may be no. O papa jao e bia tiko taxi back wa so for them chere ubedi papa dia no oja taxi back kakra you be fa taxi no people be fa taxi no ye kono ni ato VIP na de eja busuan so fancy taxi na ye sales 10 cedis ya ma VIP a ye sales 100 cedis o be fa VIP no a now o say ye sales 20 cedis the VIP.
Yeah,
so you have to make us a man to move from.
You come quickly for just for a minute. Then go share us and you are better papa mine. Well, unfortunately, better. So that has been the discussion. Changing lives, transforming Ghana. Wrap up. Yes, you wrap up.
Onima. We go to my origin there. What the words the Benada and Crawford.
What the words?
In Seneca, the Dada and Crawford. But the relevance, any of Muhu or my brabonum. There be some there. We also no grow economy. No school down. President Mahama Baya we be see person so no na wo ho ana na school dan no obi a wo grow economy no na ye wo Ghana Airways wo ho Ghana na nkasa plane upede wo kwa abrochi a wo beti na Ghana plane no oba ye no we go sa airline ototon ne accessories no adane ne yakeka no e de man no obi a also no buy no wa grow economy no rail lines a eye juma from secondary de call takra this side no otutu ma o de koye coal port etonton no as scrap ene obi a also no na wonya ade no buy no ene ewo western region wo kwa rail lines from secondary ede call takra de no oye ni ye ama keteke asan ye juma ewo ho obi a also no buy no wo grow economy ni se no na nkofo kura gallons ena omo ne nam nkrankuro hayaw nkranhaw omo hwehwe nso a omo nya bi enum ena ye nya ne ayefe no kufo gallon ene wonam nkrankuro a ohu obi a kura gallon a omo hwehwe nso eurobond ye ko ba obosia ena ye di betua aketua e wo Ghana ha abra omo so omo grow economy ni ye no bosia na ye ko ba wa mamani ye bo bosia ye di ye ndwuma pa no omo ko bo bosia e di betua aketua ene tukura omo san to Ghana Telecom this is a situation that we some group of people are so inflated price on ton here about almost look at him talking about Ghana Airways President Mahama is rebuilding state enterprises rebuilding President Mahama is rebuilding sold over 200 state enterprises he's rebuilding Ghana Airways Ghana Airways can remember society commenders of Muhammad school Kofi Adam Jones so actually there that commenders so actually Muhammad school dana
if I take you on with this Ghana Airways is coming so just what can I say cool Ghana Airways is coming just what can I
say it is coming
okay
Airways Ghana Airways Bababium
tematu akra ha na ye
Ghana Airways Bababium
eje MPP na ye
okay me dey come na so
moko bo bisi na mo de bass brand mo de kochiche wo yumi no mo no e kochiche for
Ghana Airways we take him on
I'm saying that Ghana Airways omugu Ghana Airways in a DC restaurant